I'm so glad you're here. Grab a seat, we have a lot to cover. If only I had a video like this before my life went off the rails. Today we're talking about how to spiritually awaken smarter, not harder. We're talking about synchronicities. I'm going to show you exactly how to spot them and how to separate signal from noise, but most importantly, how to properly acknowledge them. So it's like a dialogue with the universe and not just one-way transmission. As usual, guys, all based on my real life experience. Those are my real lessons learned, very own scars, personal stories that take titanium balls to share publicly on YouTube. Synchronicity. It's just a fancy way from Carl Jung, which means meaningful coincidence. The universe's way of nudging you towards your awakening, your transformation, and ultimate purpose in life. The universe sends you them all the time. But chances are you're ignoring them, just like I did. I was surely ignoring them all my life. For old me, they were just funny little coincidences, things that made me smile. But now I know. There's no such thing as a coincidence. These signs led me to my spiritual awakening, transformed my life, and revealed my ultimate purpose. Stupid old Max. Not only do I see them every single day for the last 8 months, but I've cracked the biggest secret. The more you acknowledge synchronicities, the more they show up. Before we tumble any further down the rabbit hole, there's one thing you need to know about me. I was never spiritual, never religious. I've got a PhD in radio engineering for science sake. Synchronicities, philosophy, are you high? But everything changed one summer. I hit a dead end, and half-jokingly I yelled at the sky in the middle of the full-packed aircraft. God, if you're there, give me a sign. And you know what? Universe delivered, big time. A sign so loud, so obvious, I couldn't ignore it, even if I wanted to. And this time, instead of just brushing it off like I always did, I actually followed it. That led to a full-blown spiritual awakening. I killed my ego, faced my deepest fears, rewired my subconscious mind, and totally transformed my life. I even wrote a book about it. Link in description if you feel curious. Total miracles, front to back. True story. The details about those events that triggered everything are in this video. Definitely check it out after this one. My transformation, my full-blown spiritual awakening, it never would have happened if I kept ignoring those synchronicities and didn't take inspired action when they show up. But you can't stop ignoring something if you don't even know what you're supposed to notice. What are those synchronicities exactly are? If you're already familiar with synchronicities, feel free to skip ahead to the next chapter of this video. But if this phenomenon is new to you, oh boy, I kinda envy you.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Of course, there are tons of definitions out there, and as usual, my take, perfect definition of synchronicity that beats all of them knockout. Synchronicity is nothing but a force of creation talking directly to you. God's voice, if you will. The language of divine, the language of the universe. You're humming a random tune in your head and bam, it starts playing in a coffee shop or on the radio 5 seconds later. That means the universe is DJing for you. And apparently, it takes requests. Or you're just thinking about someone you haven't seen in years and they text you. Or call. Or walk in a door like a plot twist. It's like your thoughts are going on a field trip and came back with the person. You miss your train and end up on a different one where you meet the love of your life or your future business partner. Or Uber driver tells you something that fixes your existential crisis. Divine misfires are often very well aimed. You dream of someone or something, and next day or a following week it happens. Either you're psychic or your subconscious is texting you ahead of the time. They call it precognitive dreams. For me, it's just another evidence that our subconscious mind forms the reality, controls the simulation. It's seeing the same numbers, words, or animals over and over, like the universe is playing a prank or dropping breadcrumbs just to see if you're paying attention. Either bad news and you're going John Nash schizophrenic, or good news, you're actually waking up. Synchronicity is the universe's way of sliding into your brain direct messages, quietly, weirdly, and without any logical explanation. It's not just a coincidence, it's meaningful coincidence. One that makes you pause, squint at the sky and go, what the hell was that? It's when your thoughts line up with reality in such a strange, weirdly, bizarrely perfect way, it feels like someone's scripting your life behind the scenes. So step one is to actually notice them. And if you already started to spot them, congratulations. If you never experienced them, here's the manual. And I promise, if you really try and do it by the manual, there's no chance you will miss them. Me, living, breathing example, several of my friends that actually went and do the vision quest, but get ready to spend 2 days of your life without any distractions, in a complete solitude, without your friends, without your family, and certainly without texts from your boss. Give it a weekend. Sounds like a tall order, right? I can guarantee it's not a waste of your time. It's one of the best investments of your time. Because not only can you speed up your spiritual awakening game, you can find your life's true purpose in the process. Remember that song Behind Blue Eyes by Limp Bizkit? Go in the middle of a crowded street and say out loud, "Okay, God, if you're there, if you're real, if you're listening, give me a sign. I'm all ears." Yes, out loud. Whispering doesn't count. You want other people to notice your weird behavior, to hear your question. Or just post an Instagram story when you embarrass yourself by asking the universe to give you a sign in front of 48 followers of yours. Hashtag it's a sign. Too scared to do that? Well, bad news. Fortune favors only the bold, my friend. Come back to this video after you hit the rock bottom and the universe is your last resort. Step 2. Discover. Get yourself into a completely new environment. That's non-negotiable. You have to discover something new. That's why weekends exist. Go anywhere you've never been before. Take a long way. Avoid highways. Don't overthink it, just go. Thank me later in the comments. When you arrive, park the car, slap on some headphones, and hit Discovery playlist mode. I'm talking songs you've never heard before or songs you used to enjoy like 15 years ago. YouTube Music is doing wonders in that department. Just ask their AI to generate you the best philosophical playlist of all times or existential playlist and hit the shuffle. Because you want to embrace the randomness. And before you put those headphones on, remember, nothing is random. Now start walking, listen, watch, pay attention, listen to the lyrics, watch surroundings, read every billboard, license plate, bumper sticker, t-shirt slogan. Pay attention to what thoughts come up. You're not just taking a stroll, you're in a real-life spiritual escape room game. For these next 2 days, you're not just a weirdo wearing headphones. You're the main character in the Matrix trying to escape the simulation. So act like it. Play the game. And if something totally random makes you stop and go, "Wait, what was that?" That's your glitch, that's your déjà vu. That's your soul sliding a sticker note onto your forehead. Pay attention to what you were thinking when it happened. That's your breadcrumb when the universe is spamming you with 1111, white rabbits, or some word and repetitive word in 3 different songs. It's not a coincidence. It's your cosmic Morse code. If your heart skips, you tear up, get goosebumps, or feel a divine slap of clarity. That's not just coffee hitting. That's a signal. That's a sign. That's what we're looking for, goosebumps. You just got ping from the divine server. If something oddly timed, hyper-specific, and makes your insight do a double take, it's probably a synchronicity. And the more you notice, the more they come, like pigeons with breadcrumbs, or your exes when you start healing. Welcome to the deeper layers of reality. It's weird in here. You'll love it. If nothing's working, that means it's time to slow the hell down. Find a bench, park yourself, put on some ambient music, no lyrics, no beats, just spacey sound that make you feel like you're floating through the dreamscape. And meditate for as long as you can. I'm dead serious, for as long as you possibly can. It's not some nonsense, it's how you shut up your inner monologue and stop zombie walking through life, constantly talking to yourself. Because it's not time to talk, you already did the talking. It's time to listen. If the first day brought you 0 fish, don't stress it. It means that the following day's fish might be bigger. Repeat the process, and if the following day is empty as well, watch Forrest Gump and get ready for a storm. Because after that, shrimping was easy. And then when you finally spot that fish on your little spiritual fishing trip, caught that synchronicity with your bare hands, that weird little wink from the universe, here's the key move: acknowledge it. And here's how to acknowledge it properly. You want to have a journal handy, old school pen and paper. We're not texting the universe here, we're documenting evidence. Note the time, the date, what song was playing and what exactly happened. Did a seagull deliver divine commentary directly on your head? Did you spot a bird formation that looks suspiciously like your Spotify logo? Did the music beat sync perfectly with the flickering bulb? Write it down. Don't just nod and move on, act. Universe loves a note taker. Personally, I carry this little handy voice recorder device everywhere, so whenever I catch a synchronicity in the wild, I press a button and go full Agent Cooper mode. Diane, the owls are not what they seem. I am FBI, the Synchronicity FBI. Now here's why journaling is a must. The more you acknowledge them, the more they show up. They're like shy little magical creatures. But most importantly, journaling helps you separate signal from noise. And trust me, you want that signal loud and clear. You're looking for patterns, repetitive patterns. There's this old Russian saying, 1 time random, 2 times coincidence, 3 times system. You're not just passive observer, you're building a case file. And when the pattern emerges, that's when you take inspired action. And those actions, they better be based on signal, not noise. And that's exactly how you take advantage of those synchronicities. So I'm sitting on a toilet at Burning Man. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, the sun is rising, dust is in the air. And what do I see taped on the inside of the porta potty door? A flyer, a printed schedule of a camp called Naked Heart. Because of course, all Burning Man toilets come with spiritual programming. I've got my headphones on, obviously, because, well, how else is supposed to exist? And I'm listening to this offline discovery playlist. That's right, YouTube Music Discovery Playlist works offline. Thank you, YouTube Music, for pre-downloading exactly the soul-melting tracks I didn't know I needed. And suddenly Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes starts to play. I glance back at the schedule at the door and boom, there's this event in less than an hour called Led From Within. And what is Peter singing just at the moment I look at that event? I reach out from the inside. Led from within, reach out from the inside, goosebumps. That's synchronicity. Not the metaphorical kind of goosebumps, actual goosebumps, full body chills while pants are still down. That's how you know universe isn't whispering, it's screaming. So I jumped, grabbed my bike, and pedaled through Playa like a man on a mission from God. And I get there just in time, walk into the camp, and met this guy. He looks me dead in the eye and says, do you know what brought you here? And I go, porta potty, Peter Gabriel and a flyer? And he smiles and says, synchronicities. That means you're blessed. And if you're blessed, go and bless others. Mic drop. And that's the moment my mission crystallized. Right there, covered in playa dust and emotional clarity. Bless others, inspire others. That's how my book got written. That's how this YouTube channel was born. That's how my transformation happened. Every synchronicity, every goosebump, every inspired action led to awakening, led to joy, led to harmony with the universe and myself. And the whole story, every twist and turn, every sign, synchronicity, and inspired action is in my book. It's a sign. Link in the description if you're ready to dive deeper. Inspired action is really just a leap of faith in disguise. It's not about having a full map. It's about saying yes when your heart whispers this way. Remember that song?
Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart.
Well, not just listen, follow it. Even if it leads you to a porta potty at Burning Man. When it feels right for no logical reason, that's your cue. Take the step. That's inspired action. It has to feel electric, as if you have been pulled, not pushed. Chances are that inspired action will lead you exactly where you need to go. Not where your ego thinks you should go, but where your soul has been trying to nudge you all along. And your soul actually loves you, like deeply. It's not trying to ruin your life, it's trying to elevate it. It wants what's best for you, even if it means dragging you up the hills, kicking and screaming until you finally shout, okay, I get it. And that's inspired action. That's how you find your purpose. That's how you act upon those synchronicities. That's why those synchronicities exist. But there's a catch. Here's my biggest lessons learned. But before we get into creme de la creme of this video, Please do the favor for the world and hit that like button. It means the world for me and helps other soul seekers on their journey. Okay, lesson number 5. Note the time. Synchronicities aren't just events, they're timed events happening right at the intersection of consciousness and the time-space. It's basically quantum mechanics of your soul. Once you notice, take measurement. The wave function collapses. So log time. The timestamp? It's your breadcrumb trail through matrix. Every log entry starts with a timestamp. No excuses. Date, hour, minute. That precision would be enough. Synchronicities aren't just random cosmic glitter. They are timed like a perfect sitcom punchlines. Miss the moment and it's just a bird popping on your windshield. Catch it and suddenly it's a divine choreography. Write it down. Lesson number 4. Your mental chatter is in the way, constantly. If your brain's stuck on buffering on some old trauma playlist and keeps constantly chattering to itself, you could walk through a field of burning bushes and still miss the memo from the universe. If your attention is not sharp and your focus is on mental debates with your ex, that's bad for shrimping. And when you're present, the universe turns into a DJ spinning secret tracks just for you. So be present, here and now. Practice mindfulness, it helps in every aspect of life, not just catching synchronicities. Remember Yoda? Empty your mind. So practice mindfulness, or should I say mind emptiness. Lesson number 3, leave all doubts. Doubt is like shouting fake at a miracle. You jam the signal and you end up alone with your skeptical inner critic, who's not even fun at parties. Don't try to explain it, don't analyze it or overthink it. Just smile and say, okay, universe, I see you. And write that sucker down before your ego gaslights you. Lesson number 2, take inspired action. Synchronicities are calls to action, not Instagram moments. They're not there for aesthetic vibes or to make your journal look deep. They're spiritual road signs. Turn left, exit that toxic situation, take that dance class, ask that girl's number. So stop collecting those signs like Pokemon cards and do something with your life. There's no such thing as destiny. The destiny is that our bodies are going to die. That's predetermined. That's destiny. And what we do before death, that's life. And life has free will. Remember, Gladiator?
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
The universe is not a drill sergeant. It doesn't shout orders or lay down commands. It whispers. It nudges. Its only job is to inspire. And your job is to trust that inspiration and actually act upon it. The universe gave you this ultimate gift, free will. You're not a puppet. No strings, no script. It's your movie, your call, your life. Want to binge watch Netflix for the eternity? Go for it. Want to change the world barefoot and I'm standing in the middle of the desert covered in playa dust? Be my guest. Universe loves you either way. Just know the signs will show up. Whether you follow them or not, that's entirely up to you. So choose wisely. Or don't. Universe still loves you. It might just troll you a little until you catch on. But something is telling me that if you end up watching this video, especially for that long, you already know that. Lesson number 1, the biggest lesson. Love the process. Trust the process. At some point in your journey, you've got to stop hunting for signs like a spiritual bounty hunter and just breathe. Let go. The signs will find you. Always right on time, never late, never early. That's the deal with divine timing. Otherwise, you're gonna spot a lot of noise and make patterns out of those noise because you kind of want to see those patterns. It's an intricate balance. Everything happens for a reason and everything happens just at the right moment. The answer isn't something you chase down to death. It's something that lands on you softly when you're finally ready to receive. That's the game. So don't stress if you have tried everything and nothing is clicking. It doesn't mean that you're spiritually broken or cosmically banned. It just means this part is under construction. You're still on the map. It's just not the right time to turn the page. Another reason why you don't spot synchronicities might be that you're moving in the wrong direction in your life. It's a great marker on how to find your own path. On your own path, you will definitely spot them. And if you tried everything and nothing works, it means that you are on someone else's path. But no worries, been there. It's never too late to change your direction. Never too late. If you look yourself at the mirror, it means you're still alive. It means it's not too late to change the path. It can be done this very moment. It's all part of a plan, the bigger plan, the divine plan, the one your soul signed off on before you even showed up here. So don't stress too much, but remember, when the time will come and you finally won that synchronicity lottery, watch that video again as a reminder. Here you go, guys, everything I've learned about awakening smarter, not harder, through synchronicities. I never meditated, never touched yoga, wasn't spiritual, definitely never religious, but here I am, a spiritual freaking teacher. Unbelievable. I saw the sign, and instead of brushing it off, I took inspired action. Remember Ace of Base?
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
Lyrics. That silly song from the 90s is not so silly. It's actually deep, philosophical, and very, very much true. That one choice, it changed everything. It transformed my entire life. If this video helped even one of your brain cells light up like a cosmic Christmas tree, then do universe a favor. Don't just vanish into the algorithm void. Hit that subscribe button like it's the big red button in your own spiritual control room. May it be your first inspired action. Because this channel, it's a sign, so you definitely want to be subscribed. The journey doesn't end here, we're just getting started. More signs, more stories, more weird, wonderful, did that really happen? Moments, a lot of magic is on the way. So stick around, let's keep exploring this simulation together, map in one hand and a sense of humor in the other. And leave a comment below and tell me your weirdest synchronicity. I read them all and I actually love hearing how universe messes with you too. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one.